morning, everybody. Okay, so as you can tell by the title of this video, we are going to talk all things poop. So if you guys do not have Magnify Your Purpose, you need to get it. It smells amazing. Okay, here's the deal. So I was very sick, as most of you guys know. My asthma got really bad, and they had to put me on a lot of asthma medications. And then things started to trickle down, and I had to go on prednisone. Okay, so if anybody knows anything about prednisone, it is a non-antibiotic steroid, which means, like, obviously taking it is not going to make me bulk up like people who are taking steroids. But I will tell you personally, over the years of me taking it, it has it makes my body just feel absolutely horrible after it does what it does, okay? There are definitely long-term effects for me, and I always want to get it out of my body very, very quickly. I have noticed as I've gotten older, some of the side effects for me personally are joint pain and feeling very, very bloated, okay? Like my face starts to swell, my whole body has that kind of just squish all over it. But a newfound thing that happened this time was constipation, all right? So this is a personal story, and I want you guys to take that for what it is. I'm going to be very upfront and honest with you guys, okay? I am a big gut health person. Gut health person. You guys know that. When I take prednisone or any antibiotics, I will either double or triple my probiotics over the course of every day. I will also triple down on my water, which I know sounds obscene to most of you because you guys know how much water I drink, to help flush out everything that's actually happening in my body and to help to kind of like move the toxicity through, but also to help with constipation, okay? So, but this time I was really having a hard time. So I pulled out my favorite, most disgusting smelling oil called Digest. Okay, so I'm gonna remind you guys of this. Digest comes in your starter kit. It looks just like this. It has the little white label on it, and then I always have the big daddies in my house, okay? These are the 15 mils. I hate the smell of this oil. I am not gonna lie to you, but as a reminder, these are therapeutic essential oils. Sometimes they do not smell magical, okay? All right, so just to remind you, when you do the white, it means you can consume it. Buying a bigger bottle is exactly the same oil, it's just a bigger bottle, okay? And so obviously I wanna have the bigger bottles because it's more cost effective and I don't ever wanna run out of it, but I wanted to show you that, okay? When you have the little white label, it means you can consume it. You can drop it in water, you can put it in a vegetable capsule, you can drop it underneath your tongue, you can do whatever you want, all right? I will tell you honestly, I'm a big girl. I will drop it in water and drink it. I really dislike the taste of it. It has a very strong fennel taste in it. Anybody who likes black licorice loves this stuff. My husband loves this stuff. He drop it if he's having like heartburn or acid indigestion, one drop in a glass of water, drink it, 15 minutes later, acid indigestion gone, okay? In Europe, after dinner, a lot of times they will actually put fennel on the table as kind of like an after dinner something to eat. And the reason why they're doing it is because it actually is a digestive. It helps your body to digest, get sort of that kind of heartburn, bloating, etc. going down, okay? So one of the main components in there is fennel. It also has ginger. It has tarragon, okay? It has peppermint, lemongrass, anise, which is the smell of the black licorice, and patchouli. And juniper, sorry. So it is quite a combination of oils. All of them, a lot of them are definitely for gut, like gut relief, okay? When it comes to, like, if you're thinking about acid indigestion, bloating, constipated, these are all things that are in nature going to help you go to the bathroom and to keep things flowing, okay? Because of all the properties that are in it, it actually is really good, which I had not realized this. It helped fighting off candida. So candida is yeast, and when you have a lot of excess yeast in your body, it can cause constipation, bloating, etc. within your intestinal area, okay? So this combination of oils actually helps to keep your candida low in your body, which will keep your body healthier, because the more yeast you have in the body, your body will not feel well. Remember, 70% of your gut is, 70% of your health is in your gut. So you want to keep your gut super, 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 super healthy. Okay. All right. So enough about that. Here's the deal. So I was super constipated, and I don't like being constipated. I'm a very regular person. I have a friend who says your poop either looks like a banana or it looks like rabbit pellets. If your poop does not look like a banana every day, you need to work on your gut, okay? 1,000%. That means you, your kids, your best friend, everybody. It all needs to look like a banana. It should not be a process to get it out. That is how you know that your gut is working healthy, okay, and is strong. So what I started doing is every time I'd wake up in the morning, I was feeling bloated because I usually go to the bathroom in the morning before I go to the gym. I would take this and I would rub it all over my body in a clockwise position like this, and would stick it inside my belly button and go like in, put a couple drops in there and just go right in here. I did not use a carrier oil. If you were doing this with kids, feel free to absolutely use a carrier oil. It does have peppermint, so it's gonna have that kind of minty feeling to it. It does not burn, it does not hurt me. I always tell people to start low and add stuff in, but for me personally, I know Digest does nothing to my skin. It's not a big deal, so I just slap that sucker on. I probably put 5 to 10 drops on my stomach and in my belly button. I'm going to tell you, within 15 minutes, I pooped. And not just a little poop, but a big poop. It got everything in my body moving, okay? This has happened to me consistently, because I still have a lot of this in my body, for over 10 days. So I thought that's why I need to jump on here and be like, and really tell you guys about this. On top of the fact, I've met with 2 people who have talked to me about their kids being impacted. And if you guys don't know what impacted means, it's basically when if a doctor comes around and they bang on a kid's belly, like consistently, and they can see, depending on how it's, if they're kind of like, basically they're packed with poop, okay? That means that your floor in your gut is just not cranking. So there's a lot of things that you need to start doing, but I will tell you one of the easiest things to do, and here's the deal. Yes, it smells horrid, okay? I'm not gonna say it doesn't. You guys all know I'm the mean mommy. My rule is, it's therapeutic, it's gonna work, your belly's gonna feel better in 5 minutes, so I don't really care. If your kids hate it, make them a roller of something else that they love. Let's see, so like right now, this one, because this is my allergy blend that I always have, I will take this, or whatever you wanna have, and go right underneath the nose like this, okay? That way they can smell this and not smell the Digest that's on it. All right. So my suggestion to you is to start doing this. If you have kids who are impacted, you have kids who have stomach stuff, you have kids whose doctors have told you to put on Miralax, I would really highly recommend 2 things. Start using the Digest twice a day. Okay. In the morning when they wake up, all around the belly, in the belly button, really rub it in. Okay. Do like the massage in the belly button as well, and really get into that belly button, move it around, and at night before they go to bed. Some people will do it before, if your kids are young, they'll do it before a tub and let the kids sit in it, because it will help move things out. It's totally up to you. If you have a kid who it starts to work with and they start popping out of the tub when they're taking, and they go to the bathroom, whatever works best for you. But I will tell you, I was using it night before I was going to bed too, when I was feeling just kind of gross and bloated, and it was really helping to relieve kind of that gassy, bloaty thing for me. Do that. Buy them the Kids Sense Pro and Prebiotic, okay? And so when we talk, I think it's pre and probiotic, I apologize. I'll put it in the comments below. The reason why you want to get the prebiotic into their bodies, and I realize they do not make a lot of this to adults. If you want to take it, absolutely. When I go on vacation, I grab them, I take 2 of them a day. Same thing with my Ningxia. But what I want you guys to do is start having them take it. You can have them take it first thing in the morning, so it goes right into their gut. Okay, or you can have them take it right before they go to bed. It is totally up to you. A lot of times will do the prebiotic. I'll do the kids version first thing in the morning when I have my hot water and lemon, and then I will have, before I go to bed, I take my Life 9 every night, because I've stopped eating and actually it's time to get into my gut, and it has to do what it has to do. You're gonna have to do this for a couple months, okay? That will help to increase the flora in the body. And once they increase the flora in the body, then they will start the body, because remember, these are plants. They're going to help your body regulate and do what it's supposed to on its own. So we'll start to kickstart, so you don't have to use the oil anymore, so the flora in the body will be built back up. You're always probably gonna have to take a pre or probiotic, because most of us are not getting that in our diet on a regular basis, especially kids. You're gonna have to overlook the smell. I'm just gonna tell you that straight up. If you, it's and you're your kids advocates, and you kind of their wellness coaches about this whole thing. If you start using the Miralax and stuff like that on a regular basis, it's synthetic. So what it's going to do is, yes, it's going to make you go to the bathroom, but the moment you stopped using it, it's going to go away. All right. I can tell you from experience, I had my daughter, she's 2, and she was learning how to potty train, and she actually pushed so hard that she popped her sphincter muscle out. And you can imagine my screaming phone calls to the pediatrician. And she said, just hit it, it will go back in. Okay. So I was like, oh yeah. And they're like, well, maybe we'll put her on Miralax. I'm like, no, you're not putting it on Miralax. So I did a lot of research, and I actually figured out different oils and a actual liquid that comes from a compounding pharmacy over in Waltham, if you guys know of it, Johnson Drugs, that it's actually called constipation, that actually you would take under your tongue every day to start increasing the flora in the body. She did it for a month and then she was fine. She had no issues pooping, okay? I'm happy to give you information on them as well. They're a great pharmacy and they compound stuff, and it was like life-changing for us. So if this is something, I want you guys to really think about it from like a constipation standpoint. Overall gut stuff, if you have heartburn, put it in a little bit of water, drink it. If you have acid ingestion, same thing. Like, do all that stuff on a regular basis and you'll actually feel better. If you cannot stand the taste of it, the vegetable capsules, most of you guys got it when you joined my team. You can actually buy them on Amazon. Just make sure they're the vegetable capsules as opposed to the other ones, because those are like meat byproducts and grossness. You can put a couple drops in there. Some people add a little bit of olive oil just so it goes back down into your belly as it dissolves. It's in there. You don't have to. That will help as well. But I do find that the actual drinking of it will help with the acid ingestion much faster than anything else. But the physicalness of putting it on your abdomen, and if it's something you suffer with, start doing it every single day, twice a day, and see what happens. And try to really overlook the smell. There are 10,000 other different amazing smells and oils. Just make sure you put it like near your nose like that, put this near your thing, and just like move on along with your day. But I will tell you 1000% the last 10 days, it has made a massive impact, and I feel so much better, and I actually feel like I've gone to the bathroom all the way out, okay, if you guys understand what I'm saying. So I will put a couple more details in there. Use your Diagize. Use it, use it, use it. It is one of my favorite oils from a kind of medicine cabinet, swapping out things to actually have. So use it. It's great. All right. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Let me know if you have any questions, and try to stay warm. Okay, bye.